Hi, I'm Paul Whirlin. Welcome to Arlington Public News. We're pleased and privileged today to welcome to the studio Captain Richard Flynn of the Arlington Police Department.
Thanks for having me, Paul.
Thanks for being here. We're here to talk about summer safety tips today. And I know one of the things that is on viewers' minds is obviously summer's a time when everybody's outside, people are having fun, people are out rollerblading, they're biking, they're having backyard barbecues, they're swimming in their pools. Water safety, I think, is on the minds of those in particular who are swimming, who are going to the Arlington Reservoir, who are swimming in pools. Some people head out to Walden Pond these days. What are some of the things that people should keep in mind when they're in the water in the summer?
I think the main thing people should keep in mind, and we're blessed in this area to have, and even in Arlington, to have Spy Pond and the upper and the lower lakes, and like you said, the reservoir. I think people need to just keep in mind how little time it takes for a child to get in trouble in the water. You know, especially, parents and guardians, when they bring a child to any area, whether that be a pool or a pond, just how little time it takes for a kid to get in trouble, and really how focused, how laser focused you need to be.
And I was always told, for example, let's say adults, for example, I was always told always swim with a buddy. Is that important?
Still always a great tip, Stay with a buddy, and if it feels like it's a bad idea, it usually is. Sometimes you'd be amazed that sometimes people have the urge to try and get into a boat at night, sometimes after being out with friends, and just, if it has any resemblance of a bad idea, it usually is, and we ask people to just think things through that way wise. If you're going to be in a boat, life vests are key. Life vests are key. It's just that extra moment or so to put on a life preserver, a life vest that could save your life. Yeah.
What about swimming when you hear, let's say, a thunder boom or see lightning in the distance?
Probably always a good idea. It's a good indicator. It's a good time to get out of the water. It's a good time to get off a ball field. It's for the moments in the summer, storms pass quick in the summertime. That's one of the unique things up in this region. The storms move through quick during the summertime, and they can get upon you quick as well. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of what's going on in the sky. And, thunder and lightning, thunder is always a good indicator, and it's usually, you can hear it before the lightning is in the area. So when you do hear it, pay attention to it, respect it.
Now you mentioned boating. What are some of the particulars involved in boating that people should be aware of? I know that sometimes I swim in Walden Pond and I come across anglers, fishermen, or boaters. What should people be looking out for? Fishing lines or boaters in the way?
I think first off is the people that are using the boats should know, have the training and have the background in whatever watercraft you're going to go out in. Whether you're going out in a canoe to do some fishing or whether you're going out into a kayak, don't just get into one thinking, yeah, I can do this. You should really go through the training, have the proper equipment, have the life vest. But if you're out in a canoe and you've had some training, or in a kayak, know your surroundings and know your capabilities, know your swimming capabilities. That's important.
And what about pool safety? I know a lot of people have backyard pools. Are there any particular things you can offer as far as pool safety is concerned, safety as far as the chemicals are concerned, things like that?
Yeah, I think if you go to a qualified distributor in regards to the products that you use in the pool, you're going to be in safe ground. Always, I think if you're a homeowner with a pool in your yard, you have to just always think of what if. You always should be trying to, not only be sure of the safety of the people that come and use your pool, but when your pool is out of use and you're not using it, you should always have that in the back of your mind. I need to keep people from getting into my pool. Make sure that the gates are latched. Make sure that they're locked if you have locks. If you leave a gate open, if you leave access to a pool, you could have some problems. So always think that way wise, and always kids are curious. Kids, when I went through the academy and we learned, if you have a child that's missing or whatnot, kids will go to places that interest them. Kids will go to construction sites to play. They'll get in there, and pools are one of those places that kids love to gravitate to, especially during the summertime, especially at night when it's hot. That's when the older kids might, think about jumping a fence and coming in for a yard. So just be aware of that. Be aware that it's a place that people are gonna maybe want to go to.
And what should people do if they see somebody in trouble, or if they suspect something going on that might be a potentially hazardous situation?
I asked them, contact the police department as soon as possible. If it's an emergency, if you think there's any type of emergency, please dial 911 and get us rolling as quick as you can. You know, we have non-emergency numbers as well. We have a community services unit, which is headed up by our community service outreach officer, James Smith. If you should have some questions in regards to things just like that. Hey, I have a pool, I recently bought a home, I have a pool, I have some questions. You know, what can I do to protect myself, protect the pool? I can give you that number in a little while. But, you know, if you come across any kind of event that just doesn't seem right, you know, nobody knows your neighborhood better than you do. If you come across an event that just doesn't seem right and you say, you know, maybe I should call the police department, call us.
And what would that number be, please?
The non-emergency number is 781-643-1212. You can call that and you'll always get in touch with an emergency communications dispatcher. But if you have something that's non-emergency and you think you might want to speak to a community outreach officer or talk to someone in our community services unit, that number is 781-316-3174.
Okay.
781-316-3174.
Well, thank you very much. We're pleased to have you here today. Thank you for
for being
talking
here,
about
Paul.
water safety.
Thank
I'm
you
sure
very
these
much.
are
Okay.
tips that the viewing public can use.
Excellent. I
Thanks
hope
very
everyone
much.
has a safe summer. Thank you.
We do too. Thank you.
Okay.